Hello, my name is Justin Omeres, and in this video, I will demonstrate how to perform a vulnerability scan on my web-based access control system using Burp Suite. So, web applications often contain security flaws that attackers can exploit to gain unauthorized access or manipulate data. In this demonstration, I will use Burp Suite to scan my website and identify vulnerabilities such as SQL injections, cross-site scripting, and authentication flaws. I will also explain the real-world impact of these vulnerabilities and suggest security improvements. Okay, let's get started. So to begin, I will open Bird Suite. So it's already open and we will scan my website. So we're going to click here, new scan. So let's do the cross-on audit, scan, fast. Okay. So scan and put our URL, then scan, and we're going to wait. mm -mm -mm. Mm -mm 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 -mm. Okay, so we have issues here. Is that all? Nope, still moving. Okay, so we have the issues here. I think it's not done yet. It's still scanning. But let's go. So we have a issues type here. So users agent dependent response. So application response may depend systematically of the value user. This behavior does not itself constitute but may point toward additional attack surface within the application. So it shows the issue descriptions here. So we have a spoofable client. So if an application is trust and like is forward, it shows the issue remediation also. So we have a request URL overdrive. Some application framework supports HTTP header that can be used. So to resolve this issue, locate the components, process and disable it entirely. If you are using applying any security update for you. Also have client side desync. So the server may be vulnerable to client sides. Yes, and request was sent to the path login. Cross domain leakage. When a web browser make a request for resources, it's typically add an HTTP header called the refer mode. So application should never transmit any system information to the URL. So it's still scanning. So we have a lot of issues here. So we have an issue type which is clear text submission of password. So the page contains form with the following which is submitted over clear HTTP. The form contains the following password fields. So password. Some applications transmit password over encrypted connections, making them vulnerable to connections. So applications should use transport level restrictions to protect all sensitive communication passing between the client and server. And we have cookie without HTTP flag. It's also here. So Set on cookie. There is usually no good reason not to set the HTTP only flag on all cookies. So yeah, HTML does not specify charset. So if a response state that it contains HTML content but does not specify a character set, then the browser may analyze the HTML and attempt to determine which character set it appears to be using. So for issue remediations, for response every contain HTML content, the application should conclude with the content type header. Yeah. So there's a lot near please substitute your password. Frameable, so there's a potential of click jacking if a page set. Yeah, read that. So we have also unencrypted communications. Okay, so it's application user allowed. Okay, so it's still scanning for more issues. Okay, so yeah, after performing the vulnerability scan on my web-based access control systems, Burp Suite has identified several issues on the websites. So we have a backup file issues. So these are backup files accessible on various pages. So I think such as logout PHP, yes PHP, and register PHP. That's my so these files can contain sensitive informations and attacker could exploit them to gain unauthorized access to the system. So next is we have the issue type user agent dependent response. So certain pages responds differently based on the user agent. So this can be also exploited by characters to manipulate responses and perform targeted attacks such as serving malicious contents or bypassing certain security measure. So next is we have also the spoofable client IP address. So the website does not properly validate client IP address, making it possible for attackers to spoof their IP address and impersonating legitimate users, which could lead to session hijacking or unauthorized access. We have also a clear text submissions of passwords. So the session cookie does not have the HTTP only, which means it could be accessed via Java scripts, allowing attackers to steal sessions, cookies, and hijack user sections. So we have also a cross-domain. Cookie HTML does not specify. Frameable response. Okay, so what is this is so it says that some pages, including our register.php, login page, PHP, can be embedded with an iframe. So this creates a risk of click jacking attacks, where attackers trick users into clicking on hidden elements. Okay, so my recommendation for improving security first is to secure backup files. So to address the backup file exposure, so it's crucial to remove or properly secure backup files so they are not publicly accessible. So using secure file paths or placing backups outside the web root is essential. So we have a standardized user agent responses also. Avoid serving different responses based on the user's agent. So implementing more secure standardized response across the applications to prevent attackers from exploiting inconsistency. We can also add IP address validations to prevent IP address spoofing and ensure proper validations of client IP on the server side. This can help mitigate impersonations and other session-based attacks. We can also use HTTP and encrypt sensitive data. To, to secure passwords, always use HTTP for communications. Additionally, passwords should be hashed using secure algorithm before storing them and avoiding transmitting sensitive information in clear text. So set HTTP and secure flags for cookies. Ensure that the session cookie has both HTTP only and secure flag set. So this will prevent it from being accessed via JavaScript and ensure that it is only transmitted over HTTP connections. We can also implement X-frame option header for the clickjacking preventions. To defend against clickjacking attacks, ensure that the X-frame options header is set to deny or same origin for all sensitive pages to prevent the pages from being embedded with the iframe. So what are my final thoughts? So in conclusions, my scan with burp suite has highlighted several critical vulnerabilities in my web applications, such as our backup file exposure, password transmission in clear text, and clickjacking risk. So these issues can potentially lead to data breaches, session hijacking, and other security compromises if left unaddressed. By implementing the security recommendations, I outlined securing backup files using HTTPS, validating client's IP, and preventing clickjacking. We can greatly improve also the overall security posture of the applications and protect sensitive users' data. Okay, so thank you for watching my demonstrations, and that's all.